What's up, YouTube? I'm back with another video. And in this one, I'm going to be speaking on how the things we consume greatly affect our progress and how greatly it affects the results that we get out of life. Consuming involves, you listening to things. To consume things, we have to process it. To eat food in our body and use the food for either power or fuel, our body has to process this food, right? Things we hear, we have to process in our mind. The things we see, we process. So these are gateways. These things, how we consume, they're gateways to our mind, body, spirit, heart, all of it. They're gateways. So you must guard these gateways at all times. Guard them with your life, because in this one experience that we get, you don't want to just be processing anything. You're not a garbage compactor. You want to filter out what you're processing. And the better you are at filtering out the things that you're processing, the better results you will get from your mind, your body, and spirit. Just because everyone agrees and feel like, just because everybody is doing something, that doesn't make it right. That doesn't make it true. Just if you're saving money, you're saving money, you wouldn't go shopping. You wouldn't look at things or see things that might make you want to spend money. You stay away from that. If you're trying to shed 10, 20 pounds or however much weight before the summer comes, you're not going to be on TikTok looking at food. You're not going to be doom scrolling and searching up unhealthy food to eat. If your goal is to read a certain amount of pages a day before this deadline, you're not going to be having your face in a screen for your screen time isn't going to be through the roof. You're not going to have your face in a screen for long periods of a day. If you're disciplined enough, you shouldn't. I would hope you're not doing these things. If you are, they're affecting your results greatly. But take a break from the toxicity. Take a break from the bad food. Detox from your phone. Detox from the music, the things you hear. Detox from the things you putting in your body, and do it for hold yourself accountable. Do it for a month. Do it for or 2 to 3 weeks, however long you could go. Hold yourself accountable and just see when you come back if you're gonna continue to eat this food. If you're gonna continue to consume the things you're consuming, you're gonna look at these things differently. If you learn to just take a step back and detox from these things, you're gonna stop putting the Popeyes and the Wingstop in your body, the high sodium fried foods. You're not gonna want that. You're gonna want some fuel. You're gonna want something that's nutrient dense, something that will fuel your body. For you to feel your best, look your best, show up as your best. Take a break and you know, I'm not saying stop completely, just take a break and see when you come back to these things if you still have the same perspective on it. But always make conscious decisions of the things that you're consuming. That break that you took, that withdrawal, when you come back, like I said, you should be a little bit more conscious of the things that you're feeding your mind. Consumption isn't just food. Like I said, it's content, music. Make the shift. Make the shift to putting the better things in your body, putting the better things in your mind and in your ear. And watch the results you get from making the shift. This is what overnight success can look like sometimes when you shift, when you put the things down, when you put the alcohol, the drugs, the low vibrational music, the low vibrational food, when you put these things down and you're fed up with your habits, so to speak, and you put these things down, this is what overnight success can look like. When one night you just become fed up with your habits. You know, you only live once, right? You only live once. Don't go through life with a hedonistic outlook. And for those of you who don't know what that means, it's just living a life of always seeking pleasure. And it's not to say that you're always disciplining yourself. Life, you change your perspective on what you get pleasure out of. But you always relieving yourself and doing these things that are bad for your health, your mental health, spiritual health, and physical. It's just futile. It's redundant. You only live once. So why in this one life would I want to do what everybody else is doing and do the easy things and not have to make any hard decisions? No adversity. Go through no tribute. Take the path of least resistance. You know, some people hear YOLO and think, well, let me live for today. Let me spend all my money. Let me make the dumbest decision for today and not consider tomorrow. And that depends on who you're around and what beliefs that you have programmed. You know, your environment. You know, people hear YOLO and two different people get two different results or have two different thoughts when it comes to YOLO. When I hear YOLO, I think, man, I really only got one shot at this, and I'm going to be disciplined. I'm not going to be inconsiderate of the future and be short-sighted. You know, some people hear YOLO and they think they think short term. Me, I hear YOLO and I'm long-sighted. So take with that what you will, but yeah, man, be conscious of the things you're listening to, the things you're seeing, and the things you're putting in your body, the things you're soaking up, the things you're letting sit in your spirit and dwell in your mind, and things that are grabbing your attention, and make the conscious shifts needed. You know, unless you're cool where you're at, and I'm not trying to be judgmental, but some people feel stuck and they don't realize that, dude, it's the stuff you putting in your body. Dude, it's the stuff you listening to. Dude, it's the stuff you watching on your phone. It's the content you're consuming that pop the balloon and all that stuff. That's why you're seeking after the wrong women. You're watching the wrong type of content. You're going to attract the things that you don't want. So if you want something, I mean, unless you want that, this is your experience. You're entitled to whatever you want out of this life. I'm not gonna judge. You know me. I'm a Christian. I believe in Jesus. So I have a different standard set. I have a different bar or certain standards I have to live up to. But if you want to better your life, you have to make the conscious shift in the things that you're putting to your body, in mind and spirit. But that was it for me. I hope y'all got some value from this video, and I'll see y'all on the next one. God bless.